Next speaker, Miss DARIA NOVAK.
Hi everyone, I'm not a professional speaker and I don't have a written speech. I have 3 notes up here and I decided I'm just going to speak from my heart. I've never run for political office. I'm a mom. I've got an 11 and a 12-year-old. I work around the neighborhood. I have a small company that I run. I've been a teacher. I've seen what the schools can do for children, and I'm seeing the things that they failed to do, what they failed to teach. One of those is about freedom and our rights and our responsibilities. Right now, what I'm trying to do is get people together and to talk about taking back our towns. Do you think we can do it? You betcha! We can! It's great to get here together at a rally, but we can't get home and stop what we're doing here. We have to continue and to organize. We need to get small groups together and organize at the town level. We need to get our districts together and organize and talk to neighbors. We need to talk about what we believe in. We need to talk about our rights and our responsibilities as American citizens. We need to fight for the freedom so that we don't lose what our founding fathers guaranteed to us in that great contract, the Constitution of the United States. I think in Washington today they've forgotten about that contract that they have with us because it is about us, we the people. Can we do it? You betcha. We can do it today, we can do it tomorrow. We're not going to forget in November. We're going to go to the polls. We're going to exercise our rights. I want to tell you a little story, and I'll make it short because, like I said, I'm not a professional speech person here, just talking off of my heart. I lived in China for a while when I had a job over there with the government. When I was there, somebody from the Chinese Foreign Ministry came up to me and said, you know what, we can take over the United States and we don't need guns. All we need is apathy. Apathy on the part of the American people. If Americans fail to participate in their democracy, if they fail to vote, if they fail to act, if they fail to teach the values from the early days, from our founding fathers and what they represent, then we win. They are determined to take us over in many ways. They don't have to have guns. They just need us to do it for them. It means sitting down and not exercising our rights. Are we going to do that? No way! There's no way. This is our country. We're taking back our towns. Now, I just want to tell you something else. I sat down at the internet and thought, okay, what am I going to say here? Because, again, there's so many things. They're after us in so many ways. What do we concentrate on? And I thought, what's the most important thing to us? Probably our families and our communities. We're just typical Americans out here, trying to live our lives, leaving this place a little bit better than when we came. So what do? We get taxed and more taxes. And even if they claim they're lowering their taxes, somehow I have less money at the end of the month because I'm paying user taxes or user fees or licenses or whatever they want to call them. All I know is the stimulus isn't going to bring things back. When I looked at, I've got an 11 and a 12-year-old. When I looked at the figures on the internet today, and it's the only statistics I'll give you. I'm 52 years old, by the way. If I was 50 years old, the estimates are for the budget interest alone on Obama's budget for this year, I will owe $81,000 by the time I retire. I can't do it. I don't know about you, but I don't have $81,000 to spend, not with an 11 and a 12-year-old that want to go to school. If I was 40 years old, and I see a lot of 40-year-olds out there, guess how much you're going to owe on the interest alone from this budget by the time you retire? $132,000. I don't know about you, but can we stop this? You betcha we can. There's no way that we have to stand for this. 2010 is right. We're not waiting to 2012. If you're 20 years old, if there are any young people out there, do you have kids? I'm sure you do. Take a guess how much the interest will be for them over their lifetimes. How about $114,000? If you're 20 years old and paying for an education yourself or trying to buy a home, do you have an extra $114,000 to spend? I bet not. I know I don't. My kids won't. And if they continue to raise the rate of taxes, even if they do it very quietly, what you're going to see is that number will go up. That's just on this year's budget. For any of you who have little ones, it is unbelievable. $250,000 for the babies in the crowd. Are you prepared to do that? No. Can we take back our towns? You betcha. But what we're going to need to do to take back our towns is to get talking to neighbors. It's not all just about petitions. We have to be active. And that means every time you go to the grocery store, every time you go to church or to the temple, wherever you go, where you see people, you need to get out there and to talk to them and get them to be active. We don't need to give a lot of statistics out. This says just one item, what we're facing. What we need to do is to take that personal responsibility back. What do we fear the most? The government. That's what our founding fathers tried to protect us against. The government should only do what we can't do for ourselves. Can we do this? You betcha we can. So I'm challenging every one of you. Go out, talk to your neighbors. There's a lot of people like me who aren't professionals at this and who feel like you do out there. I'm surprised. And there's a lot of people who will fight us and criticize us because we do speak our minds. We do have values and principles. They're scared of we the people. Should they be scared of us? You betcha! Can we stop them from taking away our lives and our future and our children's future? You betcha. Are we going to do it? Yes, we are, and we're doing it now. This administration better watch out. Those in power, be they Democrats or Republicans or independents or any party, if you don't represent us and what we want, we're going to make a change. It's our right to select our officials, and it's not only our right, it is our responsibility. So thank you, and I hope to see you guys all at the polls in the fall.